Good morning, I'm Walter Holt, and welcome to GNN. For our top story, here are the quickies. In the city of Naples, Italy, a giant alien beast has been slain by Godzilla. The alien, which was said to have originated as an asteroid, crash-landed sometime during Gabler's invasion, although some speculate the creature may not be of Gablorian origin. After going undiscovered for some time, it traveled across the states, devouring whatever sentient life stood in its way, as it had the form of a manta-like colony. During the days of Gabler's failed invasion, however, it settled deep into the Challenger, where throughout all this time, formed into one singular mass, causing a reign of destruction, which was soon neutralized by the King of Monsters himself, although a lot of the monster's remains has been excavated for study and research. In other news, two families dedicated to Star Wars, the Minervas and Therans, have continued their conflict, leaving countless civilians to pay the price. Authorities have yet to intervene. But do they anyway? And in other news, recently during the Second Battle of Toronto, Jupiter has turned blue and green, with NASA scientists still saying that this is an anomaly to science that should be investigated. Multiple nations offer to explore the recently colored planet, and will provide more updates as they unfold. Coming up, tonight we bring you tonight's story about one of the biggest atrocities in history, the breeding farms. Civilians and prisoners of war were often forced to breed soldiers for Gabler's army. Some young, some old. Upon liberation, scars of the victims deeply affected by this were too great to the point of even taking their own lives. This tells the story of eyewitnesses from the survivors of said farms. All that and more after the break. Fandemic, where we thoroughly analyze various types of independent or fan-made media. I'm your host, Indie Fan. Last week I looked over the short film, The Griffin, but I forgot to mention something in that review. The short film is actually part of a series called Project Monster.
Whoa,
Mr. Indie Fan,
okay.
calm down.
Hey buddy, calm down. Calm down.
Just
Drop the gun.
to help you, don't need you to be angry. Very scary weapon down. Please, for the love of God, please calm down. Please calm down. And then don't shoot for all that is holy and righteous. Just no.
Indy, relax. He's not here, remember? Anyway, a year later, Terrell Christie would later release a prequel to The Griffin, and that's what we'll be looking into today. Oh, and once more, I asked for his permission, and he gave me the go-ahead. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time. This is Living with Monsters. Through a television documentary hosted by Gene Maldonado, played by Sean O'Brien, we learn the creatures known as superfauna dates back to 1933, with Carl Denham's documentary, King Kong. So in other words, Inca G minus the racism and the bullshit, and it's all replaced with dinosaurs. And unlike his other variants or incarnations, this Carl Denham did the smart thing and brought back 2 creatures, Doug and a fucking dinosaur! Although this does beg 2 questions. What's the government reaction to this, and what happened to the creatures afterwards? However, man's encounter with the superfauna would intensify after the hydrogen bomb, summoning Godzilla, the first one being a juvenile as its corpse was washed upon the surface, soon followed by an adult, which then leads to other encounters such as Godzilla facing Anguirus, a swarm of crab monsters dubbed Ganira, Gorgo, and Amanda, as life as man knows it changes from the consequences these behemoths bring, from evolution to food, to the founding of the Godzilla Counterattack Center. With those out of the way, what are my thoughts? The project uses interesting ideas for various characters, even taking stuff from cancelled projects, and even using original ideas. It also has a grounded to reality science fiction take, while also being connected to the Griffin. Not to mention the great animation and live action shots blend in seamlessly, as well as great world building that leaves one intrigued and wanting more. The only complaints, however, is that there are a few plot holes in this, but it doesn't deteriorate the film. Full analysis is an A. So this is honestly an outstanding film. I look forward to seeing more from Terrell Christie's Project Monster in the future. Whoever wishes to watch this, link in the description down below. Well, that's all for everyone. I'll catch you